Hello everyone, it's Kelly at Unisys, and today I want to talk to you about my new freebie that is coming on Friday. I'm so excited to launch it. I really want to just get it launched now, but I've decided not to. I'm gonna wait until Friday like I promised. It is 10 top tips on how to support your loved one with dementia. So it's all about helping, like working together as a family, what resources you might need to think about, and some little tips on how to best deal with it. Um, I was a little bit torn about this when I first started thinking about doing it, because I haven't really had any personal experience. I did have a little bit. My grandma got quite forgetful when she got a bit older, but it's nothing compared to what some of my friends tell me that they are going through with their parents. Usually the mother, actually. It's so difficult because the person with dementia usually has quite not very much self-awareness of it, and if they do, it upsets them quite a lot. So it's really difficult to manage. And you know, if that person has been very, very independent all their lives, that's a good thing, because people who are independent stay independent for longer. They stay healthy for longer because they're so used to doing everything for themselves. They carry on doing that for as long as they can. They don't just go, oh well, I'm ill, you wash my face, you feed me, they really want to do things for themselves. So that's good in a way, but it's harder to help them because they are so independent. So that diagnosis, or on that the run up of having some sort of inkling that there's something wrong and on the way to diagnosis, is really, really challenging for families. And if you have had a difficult relationship with the person who has dementia, it probably isn't going to get any better just because they're older and they are ill, unfortunately. So that can make it even more tricky. And so some older people end up in a situation, and we don't know the background usually when they come into our care service, but some older people just don't have anybody else, and we don't know the circumstances. We don't know why that is. It could just be that they haven't had children themselves, and they've drifted apart from other relatives, or it could be that there's been some sort of family falling out, and we don't know that, and we are just there to support the people who need our help. But it can be really difficult. Like, even as a care service, you get clients who just won't let you in the house. They don't think they need you. We've got other clients who are quite sociable and they quite like having visitors, but they won't know who you are. They might get confused and think that as a carer you are their family member or a close friend, and it's really, really challenging to deal with that behaviour sometimes, especially if they get irate. When I was a carer, I had one lady who used to get upset with me quite a lot, and she used to call me all sorts of names because she didn't want me to help her with her lunch, or with the other stuff that I used to do for her. And she used to call me a bitch and scream in my face and all sorts. And it's just about remembering that, that it's not them, it's the dementia. Although if they were difficult before they had dementia, then it might well be them. But so yeah, that can be challenging, dealing with people who are difficult. But it's very rewarding when you can help someone, and you help them to be independent still. Another lady that I work with dementia, She just needed a bit of encouragement to be able to do her own thing. I remember, I mean, it was a lot of years ago, but I remember that um, she used to get quite distracted quite a lot. So I'd take her into the bathroom, fill the sink, and encourage her to wash her hands and wash her face. So if she can do her own washing of her face, it's much better than me taking over and washing her face for her. And I'm sure you would agree with that. If that was you, you would rather wash your own face than have someone wash it for you. But she just kept getting distracted, so I'd have to repeatedly say her name over and over again, which was really bizarre. It was a really strange thing to do because I was brought up not to call people who are older than me by their first name. So it was really bizarre. I mean, I don't think it's the same now. Um, People do call each other by their first name quite easily and without any hesitation. But when I was growing up, you didn't call older people by their first name. It was rude. So it felt quite awkward, but she did respond to me saying her name. I can't remember what her name was now. It was quite a lot of years ago. But if I kept saying her name and saying, come on, wash your face, come on, wash your face, and I'd just have to repeat it over and over again, we could get her to wash her face. And obviously that takes longer than just washing her face for her. But it's so important to do that. And it can be really difficult if you are a family member and you are trying to do that alongside working. You might have children of your own who are still needing you to do the school run or something like that. It's really challenging. So I've got this new freebie with 10 top tips of how to support your loved one. Some ideas. Obviously, you need to tailor it to your own situation and your loved one because everybody's an individual. And so some of the things may need adapted to suit your situation. And also, I wanted to let you know that we also have that support. So if you need some help with shopping and housework for your loved one, we can help you with that. And also, obviously, the care service is there as well. So we've got carers who are trained to work with dementia. They are trained to work with medication and helping and supporting people to remember to take their medication. That could be prompts, it could be administering it. And what else do? We help people get washed and dressed and get their breakfast, get their lunch, get their evening meal, go to bed, go out for nice fun things. That's like enabling, and we can help you with all of those things or just a little bit of that, depending on how much support you need. So I just wanted to let you know that that is available and to watch out for that 10 top tips, which is coming on Friday. Now, I've waffled on for quite a long time there, so I'm going to stop now. Thank you for watching, and look out for the 10 top tips. If you have any questions about our care service and how it works, please message me. I'm happy to answer any questions. Oh, and I should say, because of the nature of the service, our care service is locational. So we cover mainly North Tyneside. We do a little bit of work in Newcastle as well. So those are the areas we cover with that. So if it was a massive big package, then we might be able to look at other surrounding areas. But for the main, it's North Tyneside. So just to let you know that. So thank you for watching. The 10 top tips will be handy for anybody who has experienced that or is experiencing it now, particularly if they're newly diagnosed or they think that their loved one might have dementia. And I have also produced a blog on the website as well. So yeah, lots of resources coming, and stay tuned for what's coming because it's quite a lot of information about dementia and how you can support your loved one. Thanks for now. Thanks for listening, and bye for now. I got that mixed up.